Hello and good evening, our beloved viewers. It's 9 p.m. You're watching on live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the major stories. Djibouti high-level meeting on the sanitation of Djibouti city. An entrepreneurship training for young people with special needs. And on the European Union implementation of the COVID certificate to bus travel this summer. Those were the highlights. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. The Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed received the final restitution of the sanitation plan. The Prime Minister shared a workshop for the final restitution of the sanitation plan for the agglomeration of Djibouti. The restitution workshop brought together all the senior executives of the national structure and attached agencies as well as its partners. Among the main axes of this sanitation master plan for the city of Djibouti, there is a diagnostic of the current waters and rainwater the management system accompanied by a study on the entire national parameters, the integration of an urban development due to until 2035, and finally different senior of the connection of collective sanitation system and political reductions. It was also shared by the Prime Minister in his opening speech. He reviewed the main stage of this project and step that must be adopted. He insists on the implementation of this tool, which makes it possible to identify and prepare the implementation of a strategic but also organizational initiative to be carried out in order to develop in a coherent manner. And now, the ambassador of the Republic of Djibouti to the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, permanent representative of the African Union, of the Economic Commission for Africa, Dean General for the Diplomatic Corps, credit to Djibouti, Mr. Mohamed Idris Farah, to proceed this Thursday, July 1, with his colleague from the Republic of Gambia, Ms. Janeba Jagne, to the signing of an agreement for the establishment of a diplomatic relation between the Republic of Djibouti and the Republic of Gambia. As part of the youth entrepreneurship training known as Forge project, the Djiboutian Social Development Agency, represented by its Director General, Mr. Mahdi Mohamed Jama, and the Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurship, represented by its Managing Director, Mr. Baha Ali Malou, in collaboration with the National Agency for Handicapped Persons, represented by its Director General, Mr. Duali Said Mohamud, have open a training courses in entrepreneurship and self-esteem in order to design and carry out income generating activities or a very small business for their young people and adults with a special need at the CDC of District 7. And at the end of the training business during a business plan competition which will award the best project. The main objective of these of this project is to improve the accessibility of the young people and women to income job creation, as well as local support for the implementation of a sustainability of their income generating activities. In his intervention, the Director General of the National Agency for Disabled Persons, Mr. Douali Said, thanked the President of the Republic for his policy to promote disabled people and in particular children with special need. He also did not fail to express his gratitude to the First Lady and member of the government for their establishment of this specialized establishment, which, according to him, meets the expectation of the children with special need in our country. And also the Director General of the ADDS, Mr. Mahdi Mohammed Jama, recalled the main objective of this project, which serves to improve accessibility for young people and women with special needs. Without them, a number of children with this disability will not have been able to receive the knowledge they need to lead a decent life in the future, said the Director General. The Secretary General of the Ministry of Women and Family, Ms. Anisa Hassan Badon, took part in a virtual conference on women's land right in the IGAD region. The theme of this conference is entitled Beyond Politics, Accelerating Action to Ensure Land Security for Women in the IGAD region. This conference, which will take place over 3 days, aims to deepen multi-stakeholder collaboration and action for the protection and promotion of women's land rights between each member state. The director of the project management of the Ministry of Women and Family, Ms. Ruqia Ahmed, and the legal advisor will also participate in this conference. A launch of natural disaster risks book, the Faculty of the Letter Language and Human Science of the University of Djibouti today organized a conference on natural hazard and development in East Africa. This conference moderated by Dr. Bouh Omar Ali, lecturers at the University of Djibouti. So the participation of Mr. Ahmed Mohammed, Executive Secretary of the Risk and Disaster Management, Dr. Mustafa Noor Aye, Director of Human Science Studies and Social Affairs for University of Djibouti, the university official and students from the University of Djibouti and representatives of national institutions concerned with disaster management. Sport now, the Executive Secretary of Risk and Disaster Management, Mr. Ahmed Mohammed, delighted to take part in this important conference of natural risk and development in Africa, and said the conference also opportunity to the Djiboutian Federation organized a closing ceremony of June 27 tournament on Thursday 24 in Gabot 5. And the official guests including Mayor Faduma Awale Usman, Inspector of Sport Musa Ali Mohammed, as well as President of the Djiboutian Tennis Federation, Mr. Suge Ibrahim Suge, took part in the awards of the trophies. Moving on now to the international scene, the AU entry forces of the COVID-19 certificate to relaunch travel this summer. The European Health Certificate entered into force Thursday to facilitate travel and revive tourism within the European Union this summer. However, under the threat of new disruption linked to the Delta variant, the system came into operation on Thursday in 26 of the member states, only island affected by the portal. It is up to the destination countries to decide whether to accept rapid testing in addition to the PCR. The European Union recommend accepting both and harmonizing their period of validity. To prove that they have been immunized, a person must provide a positive PCR test providing their infection. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.